We're in the forest in the dark. I'm just sitting on a very cold, wet log. Not very comfortable. I don't know why there's nothing comfortable to sit on in the forest. Like, maybe it's just the nature of it all. There's no grass. It's just basically a hill with a bunch of roots everywhere, and it's like all bumpy and shit. There's no like nice flat surface that's comfortable. So basically, I could sit in the snow and be comfortable, but I can't because I didn't feel like putting on my big coat that's potentially good for sitting in the snow. But at the same time, it just rained a lot, which is the worst possible time to sit in the snow when it's all wet from rain. Plus, it was above 0 for once. So really, I just have terrible timing, and I don't know how to do anything in a good way that's beneficial to me. I just choose the worst times and situations and schedules and events and plans. I don't know, it just all comes together in the worst possible way for me, generally. That's just the curse, yes. I can feel it every day of my life. It's just lurking there. Absolutely. It's like literally waiting for me to try to do something. It's gonna fuck me immediately if I ever try to do anything. You know, I think walking is safe, but even that's not always safe. And I feel like I still have some bad walking experiences, especially since I'm so easily upset by things like dogs and traffic and just people existing. Although, you know, vehicles are so much worse than people. I'd much rather deal with people than vehicles. And I don't know, running, yes, and biking. Running is actually probably the best thing if I have the energy for it. Sometimes I'm in such a strange mood that it actually makes me feel worse to go running, but that's kind of unusual. It's strange because usually it improves my mood. I don't know how it works. My emotions are all fucked up, I suppose. My brain is just too fried, and like there's too many layers of absolute shit. It's like full of diseases and worms and bad things, and it causes terrible feelings for no good reason to pop up. Like, you know, like bad feelings when I'm running shouldn't happen, because generally it feels great to go running and it's really fun and I enjoy it a lot and it feels really cool and fun to do. But then sometimes it's like I get so fucking darkly depressed. I start thinking about horrible things while I'm running, and then I get in such a state. It just happens sometimes. I just have like a complete mental breakdown, basically, while I'm running. I suppose because it's also quite meditative, and I think a lot when I'm running, and it's just like a clear thinking process, and just like lots of different thoughts come out while I'm running that I may not otherwise think about because I'm too distracted by other things. While I'm running, it's like an opportunity for different emotions and thoughts to pop up. And sometimes I end up spiraling, but like usually it's actually a good thing. So luckily, usually it is a good thing. Biking is great because I'm sitting down, so I'm stable. I'm in a stable sitting position, and it stabilizes me. Here's the thing. The black and white filter's on. Well, anyway. Doesn't matter because it's dark outside. It doesn't change anything, really. The lights are mostly white and red. Not very exciting. Am I actually live? Usually it shows I have 1 viewer by now, but it doesn't show on the stream summary that I have that viewer, but then it shows on the live stream indicator thing on the app, whatever it's called, the thing that I can't remove, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, it was Stream Elements. I could remove it, I think. But this one I can't. I don't know. I haven't streamed in over a month anyway. I have no idea. I haven't streamed in over a month. So maybe there's an update and I can take it off, and I don't know that information. But usually it was helpful to have it on there, because if it goes to 0, that means that I went offline. But of course Prism Live doesn't tell me these things. Like literally just not tell me. Like I'll just be offline and they won't tell me about it. So I'm like concerned. And I don't know how to check, because I'd have to literally exit the app, and then what happens immediately when I exit the app is it gets completely fucked up, and then I re-enter the app and the screen becomes less than a quarter size, and there's just like a tiny rectangle in the corner of my already very small screen, because it's a phone. And I can barely see anything anymore, and I can't fix it. I just have to go offline if I want to fix it and restart the stream, do everything all over again. Just because I exited the app, and that's always how it works. And there's no solution, so I can't check whether I'm actually live or not. Oh, I am live. Okay, well that's good. You put an emoji. I can't tell what that emoji is because it's so small. It's like completely indecipherable. I have no idea what that is. But thank you for the whatever it is, because then I know I'm actually live, which is good, I suppose, depending on your opinion of my stream. Yes, it's been over a month. Just a very dysfunctional person. It's your birthday too. Does that mean it's your birthday? Belated birthday stream. But well, yeah, you could say it's my belated birthday. Literally today, this day exactly, it was my birthday, January 13th. And I did a stream on January 11th and January 12th, and then on my birthday I didn't stream, and then I didn't stream this whole time since January 12th until now. This is the first time back, so that's literally how long it took me to stream. So I birthday year, dude, that's such a great way to think about it. It's everyone's birthday year, all year, every year. So it's basically your birthday life. Basically, as long as you're alive, it's your birthday. You could think of it that way. It's not your birthday, it's your birth. It's your birth. Basically, as long as you're alive, it's your birth. That's what you could say about that, I guess. Birth life. Your birth life. Exactly, it's your birth life. Where did you come from? I recognize your username, but I have no idea where you came from. I always ask people because it's confusing to me that I have viewers ever. Very confusing idea. Oh, this log is getting worse by the moment. It is so cold. I'm sitting in wet snow, and it's really uncomfortable and hard at the same time. And it's like, you know, kind of sharp. It feels very uncomfortable. But I don't know how else to sit down. Even in the summer, I don't know how to sit. I was talking about it and then I got distracted by something. I don't know what I was distracted by. What could I possibly be distracted by when I'm literally sitting still in a dark forest? I don't know. The rainy mountains? No, like you came from a different streamer. Some sort of different streamer, perhaps. Or just randomly on the browse page. I don't know how people could ever find me, except for from other streams. Oh, you can't. Okay, time to start listing every streamer you watch, I guess. I'm mostly in IRL and just chatting. Lately, it's been a lot of Enemy Charlie and Sweet Anita sometimes still. AIPD. He's doing exercise streams now. Jazz 199. He's in Australia. Etc. I mean, I could list a bunch of streamers. I don't know what it is, but I just fixate on specific things. I don't understand how my mind works. Why it just I can't focus on most things most of the time. So I have to choose specific things that I can focus. Like, I don't have the attention. I don't know, it's like my emotions are so fucked. I don't know what it is, what's going on in my brain. My emotions are so fucked all the time that it's like I feel worse when I'm listening or watching to the wrong thing, and unfortunately most things are the wrong thing for me. So it's really annoying and difficult and frustrating having to constantly sift through to find the right thing at any given time for me to focus my attention on. That's just how it goes. But yeah, a lot of Enemy Charlie. I've really been watching them like daily because those confessions are fun. The way they react to the confessions is quite fascinating and entertaining. And sometimes they start crying, and I'm like, oh my god, they're just crying, and they're just crying. Someone just made them cry again. Like, that's so crazy. They just start crying. It's so fucking crazy and fucked up. And I guess that's what entertains me also, is how fucked up and crazy it gets sometimes. But that's that. I love communism also. What else? What was I saying? Oh yeah, like this forest is like a hill basically, and there's no flat surface except for the narrow pathway, and there's nowhere really to sit that's like a flat, comfortable surface. So even in the summer, there's nowhere to sit that's comfortable basically. You have to like bring a pillow or something. If you have like a pillow or a blanket, you could sit on that, I suppose. And then it's better. But I am cold and uncomfortable, and that's just how it is. If I start walking, I'm gonna get really distracted by walking, and I can't focus on what I'm saying. Because it's too dark. I feel like it's too dark. I thought it would be lighter, but it's very dark right now. It's very depressing, actually. It is a pretty depressing atmosphere, because it's windy and dark and quiet. It's like that kind of bluish darkness that's like kind of, I don't know, it's like a bluish dark depressing light. I like the bright white winter snow light. I want the winter snow light, but of course, as I was saying, I choose the worst possible times to do things. I just have awful timing somehow most of the time. I don't know. It's like every time I try to do something, it gets fucked, basically. And then it takes me forever to try to do something else because of the fucked time traumatizing me all over again. And then I get re-traumatized from my previous bad experience. And then even if it's only subconsciously, I just subconsciously remember I had a bad time previously, so I don't want to do it again, because last time I tried to do it, I had a really bad time and it felt bad and it made me feel bad, and why would I want to feel even worse than I already feel anyway? I'm just not going to do it then. And so then I just don't do things most of the time, or I just don't want to try because it sucks. If I had like a personal driver driving me around, it would be so much easier and better and more enjoyable to do things. But alas, I certainly do not. And it is fucked out here, in suburbia especially. And somehow I enjoy just walking to places more than anything. Even if it takes like 2 hours. I feel like if I have the time, I'd rather just walk for 2 hours to go somewhere. At least I can relax. At least I can have a bit of an adventure. And I do like walking anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. I enjoy the journey. But it's definitely a crazy thing to walk for so long, to go somewhere. And most people don't do that. But some people are crazy. Oh, and they have a lot of free time, I guess. You also have to have a lot of free time. That's the deal. Okay, what else? No, I didn't celebrate. There's no celebration of birthdays or any holiday or anything. And what else? TikTok. I downloaded the TikTok app on my tablet. So now I have the Satan's app. For real this time. I never actually used TikTok for real. But now I am, for the first time in my life. Because of gossip, of course. What else would it be? For the gossip. Trash and garbage. I was on the Taylor Swift Snark subreddit, and someone shared a video from TikTok of someone talking shit about Taylor, I suppose. I mean, that would make a lot of sense if that's what it was. And I was so interested in seeing more videos that I ended up downloading the app just to watch their videos, because you're not allowed to unless you have the fucking app. It's evil shit. It's evil shit. I literally couldn't watch all the videos, so I literally had to download the app to watch all the videos. Yeah, I mean, my brain is already fully deceased, so I don't know how much extra brain rot is even possible for me. I feel like it's done at this point. You know, there comes a time where you can't like burn the pizza anymore because it's already completely charcoal all the way through. That's basically my brain. It's like if you leave the pizza in the oven long enough, it goes to the point where it can't get any more burned. That's my brain. It's charcoal. So I don't think it does anything more to hurt me. I feel like it's not doing any more damage at this point. Because, like, you just can't infinitely damage yourself. That's my theory, anyway. I'm sticking to it. Anyway. And then I got into other gossip. Obviously, I started looking for videos talking shit about John Mulaney and Olivia Munn, because I think that whole thing is completely insane. And I'm desperate to know the inside information. What the fuck did he do? Like, Anna Maria Tendler published that book knowing full well the only reason people mostly wanted to read it is because of John Mulaney, and they wanted the dirt, obviously, because she literally just divorced him. Obviously they wanted the dirt. And that sneaky little bitch didn't even talk about him at all. And everyone was like, oh, okay. And obviously that pissed me the fuck off, because I'm like, okay, she probably has an NDA, and that's probably why she can't talk about him, like, at all, literally at all. And he's not talking about her at all. And they're just not talking about any of it. I don't know what he did. I don't know what she did. I've seen some gossip about her on Reddit. People are unhappy with her behavior. Like, she comes across as, like, a bit narcissistic and bitchy, and like she doesn't really give a shit, basically, about people's feelings, I suppose. Happy birthday Yeah, happy over a month ago day. Not that it was. It's never happy. But I'm never happy. So how could that be possible? Happiness is a delusion in this world, I feel. Enjoying things is possible. Joy is possible, but happiness is delusional. If you're happy, you're delusional. That's delusional to me. That's crazy to me. Anyway, but yeah. At least you're announcing your departure. Most people do not. And I never know when someone is leaving. They just disappear. And I'm like, oh, I just started talking to myself at some point. I don't even know when I started talking to myself. I don't know when they left. But that's how it works. Yes, cats are good. That's strange that you say that because I was just crying about cats yesterday and how cats have treated me so much better than people do. And they make me feel so much better than people do because random cats on the street will just approach me and hang out with me sometimes. And it's like a really good relationship that I have with these street cats. And one time a cat wouldn't stop trying to sit in my lap when I was downtown at like 3 a.m. It was in some fancy neighborhood, and it was a very fluffy cat with a collar, so I think it wasn't a stray cat. It was probably a fancy cat, but it was like constantly trying to jump in my lap, and I ended up sitting on the curb. Because when I was crouched down, it literally jumped into my lap. I was like, holy shit, that's never happened before. It jumped into my lap while I was crouched, and then my legs started hurting like hell. It was so painful. So then I eventually sat on the curb, and it jumped back in my lap, and it was just sitting in my lap. And it was such a good moment. And I was thinking, this cat, like, trusts me in some way, and it has, like, good vibes from me, and these other cats have good vibes from me, right? Because cats can sense someone's vibe. Surely I have some good vibes if all these cats are hanging out with me. And it gives me the kind of validation that I feel like I almost never in my entire life have gotten from people. And I was, like, crying thinking about it, because I was so just, like, emotional. And it was like time to start crying, I guess. So I started crying about cats because I'm like, these cats are so nice. They're so much nicer than people. And I feel so good when I think about them. And people don't make me feel that way. Only cats make me feel that way. And it's like such a strange thing because they don't even talk. But maybe that's part of the benefit of cats is they don't talk. They can't say mean things to me. Maybe that's good. We're just silently hanging out together. And I was thinking about the cat in my lap, and I was thinking, no matter how shitty people make me feel and how much they try to make me feel like shit for whatever reason, to no reason at all, I know that I'm not a total piece of shit because that cat was just sitting in my lap. And it did not know me. I was a stranger, but it sensed good vibes, and it wanted to sit in my lap. And that has to count. I feel like that has to count for something. So every time I think about the cat, I just think, this cat and other cats that have trusted me, they get good vibes from me. And that means I am not a complete piece of shit. And I'm not a rotten person. And that is all the proof I need. And that makes me feel really good about myself, strangely. Because these cats judged me in a positive way. And it was like all I needed somehow as validation. And I guess that's something a crazy person thinks. That's a crazy person thought. But I'll take it. I am crazy as fuck. I can't have normal people thoughts. That's impossible. You can't have normal people thoughts as a crazy person. you're a crazy person, so all your thoughts are inherently crazy people thoughts. Because you're crazy. That's how it works. But I'm fine with the cat theory. I think that's cool. That's totally cool with me. I don't have a problem with cats validating me. I'm accepting of that. They're just chill. They're very chill. It's very cool. And I'll never totally feel completely shit because of the cats. So yes, hanging out with cats is such a good idea. Absolutely. It's one of the best ideas you could have. If you can find some cats to hang out with, always good. And I seek them out for sure. If I see a cat, I'll definitely try to give it some attention. Unless I'm rushing, I suppose. But usually I will stop. I like to just watch them run around. It's very entertaining for me to watch cats do their thing outside. I'm so cold. Jesus Christ. Anyway, just the thought of the cat sitting in my lap is enough of a good memory that it makes me feel better about myself. And like there is good in the world because of the cat. It's a strange thing. You take what you can get, I suppose. But there's literally nothing wrong with getting validation from cats. Why not? It's like people suck. Why am I trying to validate myself from people when people suck? They suck. Why should I? Why shouldn't I trust the cats more than I trust people? Honestly, let's be real. I think I should just trust the cats. You know, it works in my favor. Because, like, what can they say? Nothing. They can't say anything about me. So I'm, like, completely safe. Absolutely no negativity from the cats. Anyway, John Mulaney and Olivia Munn. Okay, so I was looking at TikTok and I don't know how to do the TikTok and I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but then at a certain point it'll just keep relentlessly showing me the same videos over and over again that I don't want to watch, and I'm like, how do I change that? I'm literally just searching for John Mulaney, Olivia Munn. And I don't know how it works. I don't understand. Is it just like that? Is it just, I have to accept that it's like that? Like, how do I search for new videos? I don't understand how it works. I'm just seeing the same videos that I don't want to watch. I already watched all the videos I wanted to watch, and then it's just not showing me more. Like, am I running out? Have I run out of videos? Surely not. I haven't watched that many. I'm not that crazy. It's not like I've spent, like, friggin' like 20 hours watching, like, is there not that many videos to begin with? I feel like it's a popular topic, surely, and it's been years. There's been years for people to talk shit. Years of shit talking. Where is it? Where is the shit talking? Where's the years of shit talking? I want the year's worth of shit talking on John Mulaney and Olivia Munn. It's not that difficult, surely, but it is for me. I don't know what TikTok is doing. I don't understand TikTok. I literally just downloaded the app. I don't know what's going on. How did I run out of videos already? What the fuck? There's like seemingly no way to organize it at all. There's no, like, rhyme or reason to it, and I'm so confused, and I'm lost. I literally feel like I got super lost, and I can't find my way back out. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong. Is that just how it is? It's just like that? That's it? It's just all discombobulated like that, and that's it? It's just fucked? I don't know. But it's very frustrating, because I want more. I feel like I barely saw anything. I feel like that was almost nothing. Surely there's more. Are you telling me there's no more? Because, like, I didn't watch that many hours worth of stuff. So how is it all that there is? There should be more, surely. But anyway. Oh yeah, hanging out with cats in this weather, probably not likely. I don't know how many cats are outside in the freezing cold. I don't know if there are any cats outside just wandering around in the freezing cold. I feel like probably not very likely to run into any cats in this weather. So, yeah, I wouldn't actually be able to hang out with cats if I tried. It just wouldn't work. They don't exist out here at this time. But I've thought about cats yesterday. So that's interesting timing to comment that. And it was a good thought. Some good thoughts about cats. Glad I thought about the cats. Because I felt like total shit. And then I thought about the cats, and then I started crying because the cats are so nice to me. And I'm like, oh my god, the cats are validating me and treating me so much better than people. And I was like, well, that's actually very good though. Like, I don't mind that that's what it is. That's good. Why shouldn't the cats be recognized as great creatures in my life? It's a very positive thing. There's nothing wrong with validating yourself through cats. But I will never have a pet, including a cat. So I'm not even gonna go crazy with it. Because I don't plan to ever have a single pet ever in my life. No pets. I don't want to have to take care of anything when I can't take care of myself, bitch. Literally not even gonna be possible or happening whatsoever. Plus, I'm poor. Poor people should be very mindful of what they can afford. And pets are expensive and shit. If you really want to take good care of them, it's like a whole process and lots of money. So no to all of it. I'm very smart now. I'm smart now, and I know I shouldn't have any pets ever. Thank you. So I'll just keep on looking for them in the streets. Why not? That's fine. Like, I had a kitten follow me around. It looked like a little kitten. It didn't even look like it was an adult. And it was like playing really rambunctiously. It kept flopping over and just like batting its own tail and shit. And it was like all hyperactive, running around. It was doing that hyperactive cat thing. So it seemed like it was just like a little kitten being hyper. And of course I was in suburbia at like 2 in the morning or something. And I was just following this cat around for a while. That was, I don't know if it was a cat or a kitten, but it looked like a kind of a bigger kitten maybe. But it was just wandering around. And then it started trying to follow me. It was running after me when I was trying to leave. And I was like, God damn, you can't follow me. There's no way. That sucks for you. But there's so many houses everywhere that's like, even if it needed a home, it could find a home. So that's fine, hopefully. So it followed me for a while, but then it stopped. But it was also very flattering, of course. Like, it's always really validating to me, and I take it as a form of flattery and validation when a cat takes a liking to me that way. Especially since I do seek them out. Like, I want the attention. It's very welcome attention. I enjoy the hanging out with cats time, especially since it's like part of the adventure of the journey. Sometimes I'm on my bike, sometimes I'm walking, and it's like stopping and encountering a cat is such a cool part of the experience, because it makes it feel like more of an adventure. And, like the whole point of wandering around for hours is just to experience the world around me. And it's always enjoyable to have like another creature, especially at that time when it's all deserted. Another creature's there, a friendly creature, not a shitty creature, a friendly creature is there to share the time in that strange environment. That's like a dream-like environment, because it's, you know, a weird hour and it's dark and my brain is half asleep because of the time and the darkness, and it's like deserted and quiet. And it really feels like a liminal space the whole time I'm out there. So it really doesn't feel fully real, and I don't feel fully awake. But I do see plenty of cats, just usually I don't think in the winter they're out there. I never really thought about it until now. When do I see cats? I don't think it's so common for the winter. But I do try to find them. Something about the shared silent space in that strange environment is so cool to me. It's a really cool experience. And it's like, I really don't trust people at all. People often disappoint and mistreat and just like, so many different ways that people can disappoint me and cause me to dislike them. I think not being able to communicate is much better. So the silent hanging out is much better. And even if they're judging me, I can't tell. So I say that they can't judge me because I can't tell if they're judging me or not. How would I know? I wouldn't know. I don't know if they're judging me. I just assume they're not thinking anything. And I'm fine. And it's great. So that's how I feel. It's like the best kind of friendship you can have. No talking. If I just met someone and I never talked to them and we just hung out completely silently and we never actually communicated in any way with like language, because, you know, cats do have communication with humans. It's just not language communication. Like, they can't talk to you. So if I just never talked or did any kind of text or anything with a person, I feel like that would go really well for me, actually. Especially because I'm very in my own head. So I can entertain myself with my own thoughts very easily. And we could just walk around and not talk the whole time and just walk around together. Like, there's something very interesting about that idea. Has anyone ever thought about that before? Am I the first person to ever think about that? It's such a good idea, dude. How would you even do that? There's like no way you could do that. That would be such a cool thing to try, though. Like, find someone that you literally never speak a single word to, that you literally never communicate with via language, and you completely silently hang out every time you see each other, and you never ever talk to each other, and you're just like walking around together silently or whatever you're doing. That would be so interesting. And I would probably have a great time, because there's some value to totally silent company. Like, just the presence of another individual. Just like somehow that feels very good to just have company, even though it's completely silent. Because that's how I feel with cats. It's completely silent company. It just feels good to share my existence with someone else and to exist together. Just the fact of our presence is enough. And that's an interesting idea, because we have that with other species. We have non-communicative together existence. But we don't have that with people ever. There's no people hanging out completely silently, never talk to each other ever. That doesn't happen. What an interesting concept, though. We could pretend that we're cats or something. We don't talk to each other. And we're just completely there for company only. Literally just company. And absolutely nothing else. That would be so interesting. Go for a walk completely silently. For hours in the dark. Very strange idea. But I walk silently in the dark all the time by myself. And that's something I'm used to. So would it feel that different? It would just be someone who's like following me around, basically. Like any creature. Like I've had other creatures follow me around sometimes. Let's see. I think I saw a coyote in this very forest, actually. But it could be a fox or whatever the fuck else exists that looks kind of like a coyote to me. But I think it was a coyote. I don't fucking know. And I got so fucking completely scared shitless. It was also dark. I was coming up the hill from a run. And I saw this fucking coyote in the dark. And I got so scared. And I didn't know what the fuck to do. And then I just walked away. Maybe ran, maybe walked. And it started following me. And then I was like pissing myself. Oh my god, dude. No. I don't know why it was following me. Because I think I stood still, frozen in place, and just stared at it or something. I don't know if it was taking an invitation from me or something to follow me. Because I was standing still for a bit. I don't know. I don't exactly remember. It happened like years ago, but I might have stared at it and unknowingly invited it to follow me. Maybe that's why it was doing that, but I got so scared. Like I was full on freaking out, anxiety attack, terrified, and that was the worst following experience, I would say. Don't want one of those following me around. No thanks. Usually I don't get followed, I think. Well, I mean, stealth follows, possibly. Like I wouldn't even know. Maybe I have been followed and I don't even know about it. How do I know? If they're stealthy about it, I don't know. But I don't know how it would feel because I've never done it and I probably never will. Like, how would I? That's crazy. But an intriguing concept. Very intriguing. Maybe once in my life I can somehow do it. Would be crazy. Crazy idea. That's exactly the kind of thing I would randomly think about out of nowhere. I don't know where that thought even came from. Where did I come up with that idea? Like, what is that? Where did that come from? Oh my god. I've never in my life had that idea at all whatsoever. Anything like that. I don't know how I just came up with that. So random. And it seems like such a great, genius idea, actually. But, you know, very weird also. That's the problem with being really fucked up and weird, is you feel like you have all these great ideas and great concepts, but then the world just doesn't want anything to do with it. So you're just stuck doing everything by yourself and feeling like a total fucking alien freak. And you can't really be yourself if no one's willing to participate sometimes. That's the problem. You need other fucked up, weird participants sometimes, and you sometimes can't get them. Oftentimes, probably, you can't get them. I need a benefactor. That would be helpful. A benefactor like the old days, who sees my genius and takes me on as like a sort of pet, if you will. I don't know what you would call that. I don't know why I think of myself as a pet, but like as I was talking about cats, I guess. I'm kind of like a cat. Like a really fucked up, crazy cat. Like one of those, like, you know, those cats that are really hard to love because they're just like real skittish and like unfriendly and they'll just like hiss at you. That's kind of how it is with me. I don't really love attention. I don't really love when people try to talk to me. I'm literally a cat, dude. Literally one of those cats. I don't even like eye contact either. Oh my god. I'm thinking all these new thoughts today. How did I not realize how much I am like a cat? I'm such a cat. Like I'm not even a cat person. I'm a cat person and a cat person. I'm both. I was saying on a previous stream how I'm a cat person, but I'm not a cat person. But now I'm realizing I'm actually a cat person and a cat person. So, that's interesting. So I would be like a human cat pet benefactee. And then I could do something with my ideas. I don't know. It would be validating. Like I need the validation and the exposure basically, because like if I had validation and exposure and I suppose finances, it would be so much easier to do the strange silent walk with a person idea, because I would need an enthusiastic safe volunteer who's never talked to me before and never will. I need someone willing to do that. And it would be so much easier to find if I had a benefactor with exposure. And you know, it's like I'm just thinking of like eccentric rich people and the crazy shit they can do. That's what I want. I want to be able to do crazy shit. And like it's not about the money exclusively, it's also about the fact they have the validation as well and the resources and like the exposure, the social circles. They can accomplish so much with things besides money that I have no access to. Poor, alienated from society individual that I am. See, so I have all these crazy ideas and zero validation and zero ability to do them. So I'm quite changed down, unfortunately, and I just I don't know what to do with them. I have no way to execute any of them. So it's just like in my mind, basically. It's just gonna be stuck in my mind, and I don't have like the energy to try to be an artist. I guess like it takes work and shit. Like I just think about doing something that takes work and I'm like I just can't, and I can't do it, you know. I just get exhausted thinking about it and I'm like literally I can't. So it's basically just impossible, an impossible dream. Oh shit, it's almost been an hour. Of course, I am very cold, but I've been cold this whole time. It's fine. It's not even that cold outside, actually. I guess I didn't choose the worst possible time to stream because it's been incredibly freezing cold with brutal wind, a whole 9 yards for a long time. And today, it's been unusually, very, very unusually warm today. So in a way, that's very good if you're trying to stream outside, and especially if you're sitting still outside. Oh my god, it hurts to get up now. I can't do it. Oh god. Why didn't I just bring something outside to sit on? Why don't I think about this stuff? Like, I literally have never brought anything. Like, I could bring a pillow. Like, literally, I could bring a blanket or a pillow. I could do that. I've never done that. Why didn't I ever do that? Like, I just suffer, and it hurts so much. It's so painful. It's awful. It's so uncomfortable and painful. And I don't sit here often enough, I guess, to get into the habit of bringing something. I'm not gonna remember. I don't know when the next time will be that I'll ever sit here. Maybe I will remember. I never thought about it before. Okay. Back on the pathway without falling. Without falling, without falling, without falling. Okay. No falling. There's some lights in someone's backyard. Lights around the pool, I guess. I think. Well, I mean not now, but like when there's the weather for a pool. I think they have a pool. Oh, it's so cozy in a way because it's quiet and there's like a little breeze. I can hear the breeze in the trees. I always feel safe in a little forest like this. In the winter, in the dark, it's such a cozy atmosphere for me. I don't know what it is about dark winter forests. It feels so comfortable. It's just like, it's like, I don't know, the snow feels like it's a blanket of coziness. And it's like a very peaceful environment. Obviously, there's no fucking traffic or anything. It's completely quiet. And there you have it. I went to a great deal of effort for these new gifts, by the way. Actually, the Homer one, I guess I just forgot that I had it on my phone. I found it at some point, so I'm finally using it now. I really like how epileptic seizure-y it is. It looks so fucked. Like, the idea of just having that giant thing on my screen is very amusing to me. And the aliens, that took some doing. It's so hard to find, like, the gifts that I see in Twitch chat, like all the different oh god. You joined me at the perfect time. I'm just about to end my stream. Man. You made it to my belated birthday stream just in time for it to end. I don't know why I'm calling it that. I was thinking, what am I even doing that's different from what I usually do? Literally nothing. What would I be doing differently? I was just sitting. I guess I don't usually. I haven't done that in a long time, so I guess that's